Hey guys, my name is Ariel and I'm one of the audio engineers at Hillsong in Brisbane, Australia. Today I'm going to just quickly go over my thoughts on the basics of mixing front of house. We'll cover the audio patch document, putting a file together quickly on the offline editor, loading that file, and then working on the console as well. Just a few things I do want to mention before we get into it is, as an audio engineer, it's important for us to remain a part of the worship team and not ever segregate ourselves and not think of ourselves as a different team, but rather as one team. We constantly are reminding our team of that, and I think it definitely helps with the unity of our team in general, and the ability for musicians and vocals to come up and ask for feedback and for all those relationships. So I think that's a big factor for us. Another thing I do want to mention is we always need to know the music we're mixing. It's no point for us to show up on a Sunday never having heard the song. I think it's like if we do that, we're not going to know when to push up the guitars or when to push up the keys and the tracks. And if there are even tracks to a song, we might not even turn them on at all. So for that reason, it's important for us to know the music we're mixing. And the last thing I do want to mention real quick is, as an audio engineer, just to remain teachable. I think the more we can just be willing to learn in whatever stage we're at, either 10, 20 years of mixing or, the first, second year of mixing, I think it's important for us to be willing to learn from just those around us. You don't always have to take everything you hear as a grain of salt. You can obviously make your own opinion and thoughts on what you hear, but don't ever completely block out what other people have to say. I think that's super important. I'm still always in a mindset of learning. I've now been mixing for about 11 years, 8 of those on staff, and definitely I'm always willing to learn. There's plenty of people around me that I believe know a lot more than me. So yeah, I'll definitely keep learning. All right, I think with that, I'm just gonna get straight into our patch document on the computer. So in front of me, I've quickly drafted together a Google Sheet document just with the important information of the patch. So on the left, I've just said that, the channels are coming from Ariel. On the console side, they're coming in Dante 1 or appropriate Dante channels. Labeled the channels. I've also put what kind of mic or DI they are. And I've also put stage input. So if, for example, your drums are on stage box A, you put whatever stage box channels they are. It's worth putting that information in. That way, volunteers or whoever knows where that channel needs to be plugged in on stage. On our output patch, keeping things simple today. Not putting any auxiliaries, not doing anything with the auxiliaries there. Just doing mono drum sends and just some matrix outputs as well. I just Dante patched them 1 to 6, but they're not actually going out to a PA system today. But if they were, I would route my stereo bus to each one of these as needed. All right, so that's the patch. Keep it available so people can see it. I think it's vital information that everyone on the audio team can, see it and know it. We'll talk about the offline editor a little. So generally, I like to use the offline editor simply just for labeling inputs and outputs and patching those. I don't try and create the whole file from here. I feel like it'll take forever if I try to do that. But it does save me a lot of time to label everything, because the touchscreen is not the best keyboard. So I'll just label a few channels. Kick in, kick out. Oh, we lost it. Out. Snap top. Bottom. By default, this has patched Dante 1 to 32 from channel 33. I'm just going to hit clear all, but what you'll see, there's all this other patching going on down here as well. So we're just going to clear all, and then we're just going to go 1 to 1 on our patching, and so on until 32. On our output patch, it does have outputs pre-patched as well. I like to hit clear all. That way I start fresh and there's no random patching happening. If for some reason I didn't know what the heck was going out something, now I do. So we're not using any of those. 13 I think is our drum verb, acoustic verb, so on and so forth. Let's put PA left, PA right, subs, front, fill. All right, and so on. And if I was going to patch those, I can just do it without it having to steal a patch because I've cleared it. From there, I also label all of my my stereo returns, which are going to be my drum returns. So for whatever names we need, just label up all of your returns, pretty much just all your input channels and your output channels, patch them. And I find that saves a ton of time when it comes to loading it on your console. I'll leave that there. From there, we're going to load the file onto the console, and we'll see you in the next video.